Well, I went live a little early. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've got nobody in yet, according to my thing, so that's okay. But his thing just chimed, so tells me we're live. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right.
So we got a little different setup going on. Constantly trying to make this a little bit better. Daylight savings time happened last night.
Yep. And I completely forgot about it. And I got up this morning just by my natural body clock. Just woke up like I normally do and looked over at the alarm clock. It said 6 a.m. So I got up, went to the bathroom, went in, made me a cup of coffee, sat down and started checking my email and make sure everything was good for work and all. Then I looked down at the corner of my clock and it said 5:13. I'm like, 5:13, and I turned and looked at my alarm clock, and I said, "Oh, that's right." And I forgot all about it.
Morning, Charlie.
Good morning, sir.
I had to remind Cub because she had to work this morning, and she's like, "How do I set my alarm?" Because on her phone it does it automatically, but she's not had an alarm clock to change. I was like, "Cub, it's simple. We're falling back, so 6 o'clock will really be 5 o'clock." Oh, so if I leave my alarm alone, I was like, yeah, then you're going to be an hour late. So we got that handled and all that, so that was good. But I woke up normal. Like I went to bed last night, and I was like, all right, it's a little bit later, but really it's an hour back, so it's not 10 o'clock, it's really 9 o'clock. So I'm still good, right? And then this morning, I was up at 6, but it was really 5. So, yeah, like you said, the natural body clock.
Right.
Yeah. So 6 would be 7, not 5.
I went in to make my coffee, looked at the clock on top of the stove. It was still an hour off. I had to go change that.
Wait, Charlie, 6 would be 7, not 5. If we fall back, 6 would be 5 because you go backwards.
That's right.
7 would be 6. What's up, Tom? How you doing, buddy? Ooh, there's a daddy long legs. Just get him in the fire. So we got a little different setup. I got another dump and go recipe, kind of piqued my interest because black-eye peas is not something that I really enjoy. I mean, I enjoy that better than like navy beans or whatever.
Really? Black-eyed peas, I really do not like. To me, they taste like dirt. They got such a deep, earthy flavor,
Yep.
And I don't like it. But with all the stuff going to be mixed into it, I bet you it's going to taste fine. It's going to cover up the actual earthy flavor. I think it's going to meld together well.
And I've done black-eyed peas several different ways, and when I made them into a patty.
We had patties one time.
Yeah, the sausage patties from Kent Rollins, the poor man's sausage. Those were really good. And I've turned other people onto black-eyed pea patties, the poor man's sausage. I had one guy that said, that sounds interesting. Let me try it. So I sent him the recipe. He made it. And he said, my wife can't stand even the sound of somebody saying the word black-eyed peas.
Right.
Like she's just that against it. He made them up and gave them to her, and she loved it. So, so anyway, this is a black-eyed pea jambalaya. And there's several recipes, and this one was simple, few ingredients, and the original recipe is supposed to be done in a rice cooker.
Okay.
So this came from RioCajunRecipes.com, and it's supposed to be in a rice cooker, which the rice cooker, you dump everything in, you throw it on to whatever, I don't know how a rice cooker works, but you hit the button and it goes. Whenever it dings, it's done. So I kind of thought, well, how do I modify this? I don't want to add the jalapenos to it. So I got packaged green chilies. I don't want to do raw rice because I don't want to take that time that it's going to take to cook the rice on a lot. So we had a bag of this parboiled. It's 90-second rice. I think that'll be a good substitute. and it's Spanish style rice, so it's got all the seasonings in it, so I won't need a Cajun seasoning, but I have my Bayou Bear just in case. It's called for beef broth, but I have a homemade chicken broth, so I've got that. And it called for individual peppers, onions, and peppers and onions, no celery. And I was like, I just put up. So I did turkey stock last week. So I got peppers and I had carrots and celery left over. What do you do with that? Well, I diced it all up, separate out into half cup portions. So you have a bag of mirepoix in half cup, you have a bag in full cup, and you have a bag in 3/4 cup. Just to kind of put them in the freezer, so that way you've always got them for stacking ahead. Yeah, for looking ahead. We're running some charcoal and some of the char logs. I love 90-second rice, perfect for making fried rice. That is a good point.
I use it on my Blackstone all the time.
And that was what I kind of thought. And Cub really likes the rice, and that's why we keep it around, Cub and the wife. They like the different flavors. This was the only Spanish style rice I saw in there. There was like a coconut lime, which might have been okay, but for this, I thought it would be a little out there. Then there was a street taco one that we got from Sam's Club, and that would have been good, but I think this is going to be even better. Can't say I've ever had a jambalaya with beans. Me neither. And I can count on one hand how many times I've made a jambalaya, and none of them had beans. So thinking about what a jambalaya is, it's kind of whatever you've got thrown in with the mirepoix and the the Cajun Trinity, I guess it is, not the mirepoix, and your Cajun seasoning. So with rice.
Portable rice.
So whatever you have on hand is it. So Honey Badger, what's going on, buddy? Never had them, don't know. I've tried since we moved to the South. I've tried many different variations of Blackeye peas, and I just haven't found a way that I like. And of course, not traditional. I got to put the rotel in it, and I got to put some sort of bacon or ham or sausage or something in it. So we're going to try this. Have them on New Year's. Yeah. So what we've got, let me kick this on just so I can so I can pay attention to what I'm doing. So what I've got is because this recipe is not that big, and chances are Cub's not going to eat it and the wife doesn't want it. So it's just you and me. I didn't need to double the recipe. This recipe I'm figuring is going to be bigger than a 2-quart Dutch oven. And since I'm not doubling it, a 5-quart would be too much, too big. So I got out my chicken fryer. This is Friday. It is, let me throw this up here. Y'all can see that. It's got the cabin. It's got the dog. That's why Cub got it for me for Christmas last year on a Friday the 13th. Got the dog just like Rex. So kind of cool little deal. We'll use the lid later. I don't really use that one much. I don't know why. But it's a 3-point-some-odd quart Dutch oven, or basically Dutch oven. It's a chicken fryer. I've already got some oil in it. So what it calls for first, it says 3/4 stick of butter. Just use the whole stick. Just dump, because really too much butter, is that a bad thing?
No such thing.
Yeah. And then we have to, once that gets melted, we have to brown the sausage. And I got the andouille. I got some andouille that I quartered. You get the 2 lengths, and one I quartered, All right. Well, yeah, I halved and then halved again, and then the other one I just halved and then medallion or half moon, whatever you want to call it. So we got a little bit of brown butter going. That's awesome. The oil, I put the oil in a little too early.
Yeah.
I just sprayed the oil a little bit so the oven didn't heat up naked. Is that the Wanderlust series cooker? Yeah. Yeah, Cub got it because it was a chicken fryer, which I didn't have, and it had the dog on it for Rex. So, and she knew I liked to kind of sitting by a lake kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. So we got that going. I guess we might as well just go ahead and dump everything in. So here's the pound of andouille. And then use this as a trash bag. And it says to lightly brown it, but what I've got going on is frozen 1 cup of celery, pepper, and onion. So go ahead and just dump that in. Because it's frozen, it'll take a little longer to cook, which should give me plenty of time. Give us plenty of time. So maybe the 5-quart would have been better.
Say this is getting kind of full, but this is all gonna after it gets starts cooking and gets soft again. It's gonna reduce a lot.
Yeah. So there we go. Okay, so it's looking a little bit fuller than what I wanted, but it's all right. So as you throw you got to keep the stuff in the oven there. Let's see.
That's my sacrifice to the grill.
Well, okay. I don't think our logs are. Yeah, this one's barely going. Put that split somewhere over here. So with this setup, the idea of managing the fire is harder than what I intended. But anyway, it's a work in progress. I'm trying. So I need to get one of those camp ones that sit the rectangles.
Okay.
And have it set on one side so I can feed in that way. But project for another day. So I did find a new piece of cast iron, since you've got one over here to show in a minute. I've been kind of in the market, slowly kind of convincing myself not to be in the market, of a shallow 10-inch Dutch oven. And I was at a thrift store, kind of antique shop, I guess it is. And I found a number 10 Lodge Dutch oven for $30. Now, it's $30, yes, but a brand new one's going to cost you about $70, right? And a brand new Asian one from Walmart, the Ozark Trail one, is $30. So right there, I'm good, right? Justifies it. So I pick it up, but the lid kind of makes me think it's early 90s, mid 90s, kind of in there, mid to late 90s, because they went to that logo style in about 93, and it the lid, it's like a normal cast iron lid, It doesn't have the lip around it. It's just a dome lid, kind of, with the rim around the edge.
Right.
Which is like the 5-quart that I have. Right. But the letters on the new style or newer ovens have it says Lodge on it, but it's recessed. Where this one, like on a camp oven, the word Lodge is raised. So I was trying to figure out like a time frame of when that was, and I don't know. And I hit James up, and he kind of helped. I don't want to say confirm, but he was thinking the same thing I was, that it was probably in the before 2000, so 93 to 2000. So that's kind of where I'm thinking this oven's from. So, it's not old, but when I think back that there was a comment made that 1990 was like 30 years ago, I was like, holy crap, that's just wild. But so anyway, I found that. I got it in a light tank. I'll have pictures and stuff later. But
this is already getting lower.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't know if you guys do that where you take your celery and carrots and chop them up and throw them in the freezer.
I do. If I've got 2 1-gallon bags of peppers already cut up, just because we had so many and we weren't using them fast enough. So I went ahead and cut them up and diced them up and put them in the freezer, just they're there, and to get them out of the refrigerator and them not to go bad.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I'll see the peppers on sale at Walmart or Food Line or whatever, and I've been down there and they had them like 4 for $1. I'm like, well, 25 cents each. Heck yeah! And so I'll buy 8 or 12 of them or whatever. I got no ideas, no recipe in mind for it, just to get them. And so I'll dice them up and freeze them.
Yeah, the only time I really get like these veggies, other than a recipe, is when I'm doing broths. Like I'm making stocks. Like this here. Check that out. It's pretty dark. It's got a little bit of fat in it, but it's pretty dark color. And this was September of last year, so it's a cup and a half. So, what's interesting is, so my wife's friend came in and they were doing their thing, and then hopefully the plan is she brought all her canning stuff down, plus I got my stuff out, and she's going to teach me how to pressure can, so I can pressure can my own broths instead of keeping it, instead of filling this up to the rim and then freezing it where it could break the glass. I'll be able to put a full 2 cups in here instead of just a cup and a half. So, and then I'll be able to can it and stick it somewhere instead of being in the freezer, freeing up freezer space.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, that's considered vintage. Well, yeah, I guess it is vintage technically, but I guess when in the collecting world, because anything over 20 years is vintage. It's kind of how they do cars. Anything over 20 years is considered vintage. So technically it is vintage, but like in the cast iron world, vintage is like 30s, 40s,
right?
60s. So Charlie takes body parts, chop them up, put them in the freezer. Okay. There was a crime thing that they were watching that a guy was doing that on his. They found like 7 deep freezes full of bodies, body parts. They had 55-gallon drums, like barrels, that when they opened them up, because they were clamped down and all that, they were preserved. When they opened them up, they were all full. And there was like 60 barrels. Like, it was crazy. That's why I always say back in the 1900s sounds old. Yeah. And that is kind of wild to think that the 90s was what 35 years ago, 30 years ago. I was like, what? No way. I don't know.
I graduated high school. We just had it's been 2 years ago, but we just had our 35-year reunion. I'm like, man, high school, 35 years ago.
Yeah. You're going to need some more heat, huh?
I do believe we are, sir. Gloves on.
Yep. Let me kick. So I got a couple of these splits in here, but I moved them so they didn't burn up fast. We did have a bunch of rain earlier in the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It rained a lot.
It did.
So I was kind of like, I don't know, maybe.
And miraculously, my septic tank didn't get full of water this time. I was really worried. I mean, I get worried about that every time we have a lot of rain. Yep. But you know what kind of issues I've had with that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this one right here, this one up over here. Let's move this one back over here. That should help. These are those char logs right here. They're supposed to be like long burning and all that, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, it's starting to get warm.
Okay. Just have to be careful because you got it right on the edge right here. I mean, it's all right. Just when you're stirring, just be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move it now.
There we go. Now we got some fire going. Here's your... Okay. On the plus side, I'm ultra vintage. Yep. Antiqued. Yeah. There we go. Now we got some fire going. A lot of butter, but it's okay because we have to have liquid. And if I don't need the broth, I won't use it. Because I figured with the parboil and the juice from the cans, I probably wouldn't need as much broth.
Right.
But I would probably need some. And now we're already at a boil. Well, look at that stuff. That's all right. So, but
you can just go to Lowe's, get the stuff to rig up a little Santa Maria here, crank it up, do your fire, crank it down.
Yeah. I'd almost got out. So years ago when I was building that tripod that we had last week, I had bought the Ozark Trail one. And it has a chain that comes down, goes out, and then you suspend a rack.
Right.
And I thought about getting that out, but then I was like, I'm going to run into the same problem. Now I've got, I'm up to a good boil. But I would run into the same problem, and then it's, moving a lot more. It's able to swing more.
There's going to be a lot of swaying.
So I didn't want somebody to fall off the chair and into the fire and knock the whole thing over. When somebody passed out, cover them in flour and call them antique. I'm hoping that fire doesn't get too hot and melt the expanded metal. Didn't think of that. She's blowing pretty dang good. Let's cut this back.
This seems to be a problem. I can lift up the fryer and lay this grate across it.
Nope, I think we're going to be okay. I just got to finagle the splits. There. It's already calming down. Look at that. There we go. I didn't want the direct heat underneath it. I wanted more around it.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I think it needed that direct heat though to get it started like that.
Yeah, get it going. Now we're going to burn off. It's going to evaporate all the liquid, which is what we wanted. But the idea was to brown the sausage a little bit, but too much butter. And I had a lot of water in the frozen veg, so
we braised it.
Yes. So, I mean, it's all heated now. You can kind of see over here where the sausage is starting to pull, the casings pulling back. So, every time he stirs and bangs this thing, we lose veg. But there we go. That's a good. Would you call that that's still a boil?
Yeah. A very vigorous simmer.
Yep.
Those peppers smell good.
Yeah. It smells really good. So do you want to show us your contraption now or after you dump?
Yeah, let's wait till after I dump so I got nothing I can knock over.
Good point. Good point. So
it's just a little Chinese knockoff of the Sportsman grill.
So how are you preparing for Thanksgiving now?
Not at all.
Okay.
Haven't even started. I did see. So I took account of my turkeys at the house in my deep freezer, and Aldi has turkeys on sale right now for 77 cents a pound. So that's not, you don't have to buy anything else. That's just their cost. So I'm probably going to go pick up 7 or 8 more turkeys while they're this cheap, and have my turkeys ready. Just the ones that I do whenever I'm selling them. But as far as my family meal and stuff, we haven't even sat down and started talking about the menu yet.
Yep. And I know it's early. We just turned November, right? Got turkey yesterday at Kroger for 99 cents a pound. I saw them at, I think, Walmart last week at 68 cents a pound.
Oh, really?
I think that's what it was. But the reason why I ask is prices are a lot higher. Saw a news story saying turkey in general will be more expensive. Yeah, it's going to be more expensive. I mean, everything else is going up, and it's a novelty. Is that what the right word? Because everybody's wanting a turkey. Why not inflate it a bit to help the farmers make a little bit more money? Because their costs went through the roof. I would not want to be a turkey farmer. No way. You're hearing an echo. Sorry. That's probably from that camera that's recording that. Nope. That. It's on that. So, sounding like an interdimensional demon. Ooh. Thawing out my turkey from last year. Next week, doing Thanksgiving this year. All right. They fell down the well. Okay, well, I guess I need to. I don't know if I want to mess with this. Let's do mute. Let's mute that one. Is that better? Mic is muted. I don't know to which one. It might be this one. Sounds good. Nice. Scotty, what's going on, buddy? I'm at Walmart watching you.
Check on the prices of turkeys.
Oh, he put us on all the TVs. That's awesome. Now it sounds like you're away. Okay, so I muted the wrong one. So that one. Is that better? I'm still working the screen setup on this one. So, well, the reason why I asked about the Thanksgiving thing was, you guys remember Smoking and Grilling with AB. He's starting, I guess it started yesterday. He's doing like a Thanksgiving, 27 days of Thanksgiving. So every day he's going to upload a video centered around a side dish or getting preparations for, or whatever, a dessert, something around Thanksgiving.
Right.
So yesterday I happened to flip on and he was doing the broth, and he showed his broth, which was about like that, and the store broth, which looks like piss. I mean, it's just a tinged colored water is what it looks like. So that's better. Awesome. Thank you. I'm still, working this out, so apologies on that. But anyway, you can go ahead and dump, because I think there's going to be enough liquid, probably too much liquid for the rice, and maybe strain the beans before you put them in, and the chilies. Use the same camera setup Rusty uses for OF. What's OF?
OnlyFans.
Oh, we're going back to that. Okay. Well, so I can't do that because he's got a 47-inch screen TV as his monitor, so he can see what he's typing.
My monitor is 32 inches.
So 32 inches. So a 32-inch screen, that's what he's got to have to see what he's typing.
But
so
I've got a 3-monitor setup on my computer at home, because it's what I do. I got to have all the different screens for all my different things, applications. But I run
Walmart now has Leah on 5 TVs. Rock on, everybody at Walmart. Don't knock OF. White Castle has a channel. What? What's going on, Terry? How you doing? Dude, man, what is going on with you and trucks lately? Man, I saw your post on that truck, and I was like, are you serious? All kinds of trouble.
there's a lot of liquid in there.
Yeah, that's because it's seasoned. But you don't know. Yeah, man, that's just crazy. You catch a good deal, man, and he caught a good deal on a truck, and the motor blew up on the way home.
What?
Yeah.
Well, the work van issue I've been having with our company finally eliminating all company cars. I actually got me another vehicle this week.
Oh, yeah?
I got me a 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Okay.
Immaculate condition, has all the storage spaces I need for all of my parts and all of my tools. And that's one of my worries was, hey, I can't just, if I get check engine light, I'm just used to drive on into Firestone and say fix it. And it's a little bit different now.
Right.
But I'm really really happy with it. I've started our own personal, what's it called, PVD, personal vehicle driving system at work, where I've got an app now. It monitors as soon as I leave the house. When I get to my store, it does it automatically, checking me in and out, and monitors my mileage. And I bought the car on Wednesday, got it tagged and everything on Wednesday, and then just driving Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I had to run one call yesterday, but just in all the miles I put on, whenever I do my expense report at the end of the day and I have to document my mileage, it tells me how much I've earned on my mileage check.
Okay.
And it just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and one call yesterday. Granted, that call was 75 miles away, and so it's 150 for the round trip. But I've already earned a $417 mileage check just in those few days.
Okay.
Because of all the miles that I run. But I'm just sitting here, thinking about, what if something goes wrong? Right now, looking at the mileage looks good so far. And I can't believe I've made that much money, already in just a few days.
Right.
Now, I've spent $132 in gas already.
Okay.
In those same amount of days. So, I mean, it's when I got to start getting a couple of these mileage checks in, and I got to remember, I need to put that money to the side. That is my vehicle for work, and I can't just, I got an extra $400 on my check this week. What can I buy?
So cancel TeamU, like delete the app. Just delete the app. So Terry was driving 120 when he blew his engine. Oh, that was what Scotty said. Needs to have somebody else drive. Yeah. I was trying to. I don't know how to do this. I know I shouldn't be messing with this on the live, but I was trying to change the screen so you guys see us while this is doing its thing. Let me see. Let's go there. Nope, not that one. That one maybe. It's easier on the computer. I don't know. Just trying to do it so you could see. That didn't work at all, did it? It's technology stuff, I tell you. So anyway, start talking about your thing while I'm fiddle farting.
Can they see it if I hold it right here?
No, can't see anything right now.
Okay.
Just talk about it.
Yeah, well, I ran across this grill on TeamU. It looks very similar to the Sportsman, and we've used that several times on the live. And so, but whenever I looked at it, and it was only $27. I looked at the dimensions it had, and it was like really similar to the size of his. And whenever I ordered it, I came here. Yeah, it was a Sunday live, but I came in here and I just showed him on my phone. This is what it was, and looked at the dimensions and everything. Then I pulled out a tape measure and I measured his, compared to the dimensions, and it was very, very similar. And so I went ahead and I said, "What the heck?" And I bought it, and that was 2 or 3 months ago. So long ago, I forgot about it, and then it came in Friday. And
there it is. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Can I see it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Homestead, how are you doing? Whoop.
I didn't know I touched it.
Oh, you more than touched it. You knocked the dang thing over.
But here's the TeamU version. It's got the grate with the leg on it just to raise it, or no, lower it down. It's got the charcoal grate on it. If you need to feed any more fuel to it while the grill cover is on, slide the tray over. You can feed more fuel in here, and you can adjust the airflow from the sliding cover right down here that covers the air intake.
It is a very, very, very rough casting.
It is very rough.
I see some casting lines from here, like casting marks.
I can get my grinder out.
It's yours, dude. So do what you want with it. Interesting little thing. Now the dimensions were very close to the Sportsman, but I think the width, the length, they measured from handle to handle instead of grate to grate.
They measured from handle to handle.
I think. I mean, I haven't got out the tape measure and compared.
We can do that whenever we're done here. But all in all, I mean, it'll work. I'll probably never put food actually on the grate. I'll probably just use this for other cast iron skillets or something. If I ever even use this at all, because I mean, I've got several pieces I've never even put on a fire.
So chances are he's going to leave it here, and I'm going to cook on it and whatnot, which is fine. I mean, it needs seasoned. I can see bare metal from here on the grate, but there's several like little casting flaws and what looks like scratches, but I mean,
you can tell it still does have the wax protective coating on it, and I can still feel it. Only thing I can do is take it out of the box and
dude, a bull in a china shop is an understatement.
I just washed it with soap and water and put it together.
And yeah, if I cook on it, the thing will melt to slag. Rusty can use that in the new work van. There you go. Yeah. Get him he could set that up and just do lunch cooks. He's got the little gas burner that I started using in the
that's right.
In my Sportsman's grill. So a little gas burner and a little cast iron skillet, little number 5.
Make some little parking lot quick cooks.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think your first cook's going to be on that?
I haven't even thought about it yet.
Okay. Rex is going nuts over there. I don't know why. He hears us out here. He doesn't want to be alone.
When I was looking at it, on my kitchen table, putting it together, like on yours, you've got room there for 2 of those little burners inside, side by side.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I didn't pull mine out just to check it, but it didn't look like I could fit 2 of them in this one.
It'd be tight. They'd be next to each other. Exactly. Yeah. But you've got a griddle plate from the Camp Chef. It'd be big on there, but it'll work. If you wanted to do a griddle cook.
Right.
It won't have the sides like your Blackstone. That could be a video series, tailgating with Rusty. Lunch tailgates. Chances are, though, he'd end up burning his damn van up. He put the thing away hot, and it'll be fine. Set it on a cardboard box, and the old cardboard would catch fire.
Even worse, I might actually do something stupid like try to use it in my van.
I wasn't going to go that far, but it's a possibility. So chances are he's probably going to leave it here, and we'll do a comparison and whatever, and see what a team you.
Yep, we could do that.
But tailgating with Rusty. Yeah, you could do take a can of soup with you and heat it up on that. That way you're making sure you're eating through the day. Hey. Parking lot of a service call.
Yeah, I could do that. And all the different cities and stuff I go to, find a local park. Hey, let's go sit out here in the park and let's make a can of soup for lunch real quick.
Yeah. I mean, just a Walmart parking lot or whatever, just pull out a chair, sit down, and You got the little wood metal tables.
I sure do.
So that's a good idea, Tom. Cooking in the van down by the river. Yeah. I like the way y'all thinking. Get Rusty his own cooking channel. Live. You can do a live cook. Just set it up and go. That way you ain't got to edit. That's what James does. He just goes live, and that way he ain't got to edit. So, well, I think this thing's probably done because it was 90-second rice. We had a lot of liquid in there. You probably want to wipe that off since you just threw it on the floor, on the ground. I was like, did you just like ignore me? What? Oh, shoot. Oh. So that cornbread recipe I was wanting to try, the pumpkin cornbread,
Right. Oh.
I made that yesterday. And let me tell y'all, I'm going to make it again. Turn it. Woo!
That looks good.
Let me tell y'all, that thing was like a cake. I used 2 boxes of Jiffy, 1 can of pumpkin puree, and then you add like sugar, but I added coconut sugar so it didn't spike my blood sugar. And man, I put it in a butt pan and cooked it. And let me tell you what, it was awesome. I missed that. You want to put the lid back on and then take it back off and stir it? There you go. There you go. Look at that. That does look good.
And it smells good.
We do have too much liquid, which is fine, I think.
There's not too much in there at all.
Yeah. So I'm recording a little bit. You guys know that, but on OSHA approved harness. Oh, put Rusty on an OSHA approved harness for when he's down by the river. Yeah. Boy, that looks good. We'll let that go a little bit just to release some of that liquid, some of the water. Boy, that looks good.
It does.
Let's, yeah. Snappy snap.
You remember the hot sauce this morning?
Oh. All right. Nope, I didn't think we'd need it. It's jambalaya. You don't need hot sauce with jambalaya. It's supposed to be spicy enough. Should be spicy enough.
I've already used 1 jar of my jambalaya that we got at Nettistill. I bought 2 of them down there.
Oh,
I've already went through 1 of them.
the gumbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gumbo, not jambalaya. But
Yeah, I still got some in. I got mine in there. I haven't used yet. So we bought the jar. It's a quart jar of a gumbo, and you just throw it in. You add your meat to it, and you're done. And it's very good. We'll do something. We'll do that one day. But it's very good. That's something I'm kind of. I almost always use hot sauce on jambalaya. Okay, I can see where hot sauce is a great accompaniment. I wanted to give the recipe its due. It's trial run. because if I do like it, which I think I'm going to,
I agree.
I did use the Margaret Holmes seasoned Blackeye Peas, so I think that could be key. But that looks really good. What do you think, Charlie? Think you could do the old Blackeye Peas in this, in a jambalaya? Yep. Oh, I guess y'all can't see this. I don't know why. Did it go? There it is. Now you can see it. Yeah, buddy. Look at it simmer. Hello. All right. So now I actually have real bowls.
Okay.
So, and you have a nice big spoon to scoop with, because yes, it is an ice cream scoop. And let's top it off with some chopped parsley. My cousin turned me onto this. She turned me onto the cilantro, but this parsley, I really like the parsley. And then there's pork. And let's see. Oops. Mix it all together with the Margaret Holmes Blackeye Peas and Hoppin' John spicy sausage. Yeah. I'm trying to. What the heck?
Tamara went out to this. That's my daughter. She went out to the store yesterday. And she came back home. She said, "I got something for you to try." She said, "One of them I think you're going to like, but one of them I think you're going to hate." And I said, "What is it?" And so, do you remember several months ago, y'all tried the different type of ramen noodles in the kitchen that was s'mores and stuff like that? Well, she brought me a complete turkey dinner.
Yep.
With a pumpkin pie.
Yep.
And I actually made them yesterday and tried them. And the turkey dinner, it tasted fine. It tasted just like I opened up a box of stovetop stuffing. That's exactly what it tasted like. With the texture of those freaking noodles. I mean, it didn't feel right, but it tasted okay. The pumpkin pie was a disaster.
So I saw those at Walmart, and I almost got them, but I didn't, because I had them in the cart and I was walking around, because one is the cup of noodles, and it is a full turkey dinner, and then the other one is a pumpkin pie. And I said to myself, "Oh man, that'd be a great thing to get the girls in on." Pay's not coming home until like the week of Thanksgiving, because she's got a job up there and all that. So I was like, she's not going to be around. Cub's going to cuss me out for even suggesting it. So I put them back. So I was like, I really don't want to try them. Like, really, I would just take one bite and throw it away.
That's what I did with the pumpkin pie. The turkey one, I actually ate.
Because I'm not, I don't do ramen anymore. So I just avoid it. And so I would have thrown it away. So I was like, that would have been a few bucks wasted just for a couple giggles with the cub, which she would not like me for. So I put them back twice, 2 different times. So, all right, well, let's give this a run. Oops. Mm. Ooh, it's got a little spice to it.
Still needs hot sauce.
The
This is good.
I do get the spice from the andouille and the
Right.
the Spanish rice. I didn't add any Bayou Bear. I had it, but I didn't think I would need it, but I was just in case. And really, like, hot sauce would just, I don't know that it would accentuate or if it would just overdo it because of the andouille and the Spanish rice.
The black-eyed peas give it a really good texture. You do not taste the very deep earthiness flavor you get from black-eyed peas at all. If I didn't see them or pour them in myself, I wouldn't even know black-eyed peas were in this.
I do get a lot of pepper flavor, like from the bell peppers.
Yes.
Because I used yellow. I had yellow, red, and green in there. So, oh, that's hot. But yeah, oh, thank you. But no, I'm digging it. Mm. Y'all making me hungry. I'm telling you, sometimes I pull out ones that are just okay. Sometimes I pull out ones that are just banging.
This is one that I would actually make, for dinner myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to pass this one on. I really like that one. It was simplistic. It's a dump and go kind of thing. I think we had too much liquid, so I would have done about half a stick of butter.
I think the liquid is perfect. For me, I mean, I think it's perfect.
Yep. But if you were using regular, like, raw rice, then it would have been the right amount.
You would have definitely needed it.
Yeah, yeah. But because we use the 90-second rice, I think it's just a little over. Firehouse Subs has a turkey or Thanksgiving sub right now. I've seen the commercial for that. I don't eat out very much. Like, I go with the guys in the morning to breakfast, and it's rare that I eat at breakfast. I usually wait until I get home. We'll go out to eat, and like the wife and I will go out maybe once a week, but it's to a couple certain spots.
It's got enough spice in it where it makes your nose kind of run a little bit.
Yep.
But it doesn't burn. There's no stinging sensation in the back of your throat or nothing.
Yep.
I mean, it's. I think the only reason that I'm getting a nose run is just from the capsaicin and maybe the green chilies or something. It's not enough to burn or hurt, but it's enough to make your nose run.
Yep. Because these are like regular can of green chilies. They're not the mild. They're just regular. Excuse me, wrong pipe. And I mean, let's not forget the star of the show, Friday. She did wonderful. Perfect size. Did great. Yeah. I think Friday did wonderful. See, now you're getting to where it's thickening up. That's the way I wanted the jambalaya. Where it's nice and like you don't have any.
Right.
But it's creamy though, so it's good. Charlie, I would be very interested to see what your thoughts are on this with the black-eyed peas in the.
This would be a great camping meal. On a fall camp out.
Yep. Sitting in a parking lot, and it's not terribly inexpensive, but it's inexpensive. You're going to feed 3 to 4. Probably 4 easy. Simple. Do I name my cast iron like Tony Stark names his AI systems? Ironically, just my ovens. The chicken fryer and then my Dutch ovens all have names. My Girl Friday. I don't know why I do that. Not my skillets. My skillets don't have names except for Grandma Pearl, because that was her skillet. But yeah, just my ovens. I don't know why. I haven't got a name for the new one yet. Because I got her the day before Halloween. So it's kind of like, do I go with a Halloween name? I hadn't got there yet. But the one thing I do like doing, though, is, so I started writing, I told you about this, where I'm writing down the recipes as I make them on the show.
Right.
And I add what oven I'm using, or skillet or whatever. So then maybe at one time, I might go back through and put all the ones for Black Betty together in a section. All the ones with Friday in a section. All the ones with this size skillet in a section. I hadn't got that far yet, but I'm writing them up and just putting in what I'm doing. No, I'm not going to Lodge Fest. I would really like to. It's about an 8.5 hour drive for us. And I don't drive that far anymore. And my wife had rotator cuff surgery, so she's not wanting to drive that far. So we went to the Cornbread Fest a couple years ago, and that was a blast. 2024, last year. And that was a blast. I had a good time at that. I would like to go back to the Lodge cast iron store and in the museum and all that. That was a good time.
I kind of hate that they got rid of the Lodge store that we had here. I mean, it was not something I went to a lot, but it was one of the things that was cool to go in and just walk around and just look.
Yep. Oh, I enjoyed the Lodge store. So Homestead, if you look on the map where Charlotte, North Carolina is, I am 30 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina, in South Carolina. So the time we went up there for the Cornbread Fest, it did take us about 8.5 hours. Boy, that butter, now that it's cooled down, it gave it a nice creamy texture.
You can definitely taste it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm enjoying the heck out of this.
I am too. I think you should have made it double batch.
It's got
half of it at home.
It's got a little bit of heat, but not enough to where it's like whoo whoo. It's just like a hey. I mean, it's the Spanish rice and the andouille. I really like this.
Now, is this the andouille that I brought you?
Yeah.
I can taste the spice. That sausage alone was too much spice for everybody else in my house. That's why I brought those to you, because nobody else could eat them. And it goes perfect in this dish.
Yeah. Yep. Man. Yeah, I dig it. All right. Well, I don't need y'all to sit here and watch us feed our faces more than what you already have.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, let's get out of here.
All right.
Y'all have a great week. I'd say cheer on the Panthers and the Bengals, but
yeah, Bryce is starting today. I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference.
They got the Packers.
Yeah, we got the Packers today at 1.
And the Bengals got the Bears.
The Bears.
So, It is what it is. They'll probably lose. But get out there and try it. This is something different. I had never heard of putting black-eyed peas in
Me either.
jambalaya, but I am not going to shy away from it.
I would definitely make this.
Yep.
And if I put just regular kielbasa or something like that instead of the andouille, I know that my family would eat it.
Yep. Yeah. Give it a try. So with that, remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Let's have a great week.
Yeah. Have a great week, guys.
Let's be careful out there.